Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, friends. It's time once again, thank God, to return to Star Wars Andor Season 2, Episode 2, Sagrona Teema. I'm not sure about that pronunciation. If I have it wrong, I'll correct myself at the end. But friends, this tale has already proven that it could pick itself right back up where it left off, can continually immerse us in the realism and the practical effects that made the first season and Rogue One, to be very honest, such a success in my eyes as a tale for Star Wars. And friends, I can't wait to get back into it, so wait no longer, we shall. If you could do me a quick favor and hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and it allows me to alert you next time it's time to go live. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. Not a fan of Patreon? Stick with us here on YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes about a day early, plus any bonus episodes we come up with. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and now it's time to return once again to Andor, this time Season 2, Episode 2, Sagrona Teema. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go!
Stop right there! You got 15 blasters pointed at you right now!
My favorite was the guy who was like, you had to tell him that? Exactly how many guns?
You think you're hard to read? Now you have a plan already. You had it before they finished speaking. I want your assessment.
He is so good. It's not as easy as it looks.
Is there a problem?
He needs money. I'm telling you, he's losing business interests. A lot of these people do not make it to Rogue One, my friends. At least we don't see them there. Place your bets. Place your bets. If we have people expire in this season, when does it happen? This first leg? Second, third, fourth? I'm very curious. Are these the two groups fighting each other? The group that split and is now fighting?
She should be searching the middle. Is that what she's doing?
I can't tell.
This is insanity. That he is stuck in all of this nonsense. So their two advanced scouts are going to run into each other. Holy shit.
What did you do with Rika's body?
What? Rika's body? What's he talking about?
She's not dead. Just the boot. Or the whole foot.
Take him out! On the fire! In!
Just like nonsense.
A stump of bloody foot.
Animals got them. What else could it be?
You're sure?
I picked.
Animals?
It's not gonna rain forever. You might wanna bank some water. There's a tarp.
Be careful, Cassian. You're going to end up running this place as the only leader everyone can agree on. It's not like he hasn't done that before.
I've thought it through all night, and I don't want it.
Humbling, isn't it? Both of us reminded of our place in the chain of command.
I'm not sure.
Did Krennic offer you the job?
You know that he did.
Then it's done. We're in it.
And what about Axis? That's where I belong. I can't do both.
Axis.
It's good news for Luthen if she's off the case.
Gorman is a gift. Take it. Then win it.
This guy is so good, too. He was in Game of Thrones, I believe, like the final couple seasons.
Wanna turn it? Help him.
Costuming, set design, set decoration and dress. Come on, everybody. Unreal.
I know I said we shouldn't broadcast from here, but I tried to reach out to Bix. I never got through.
That ship's in orbit.
Protection outage. For Imperial inspection.
What kind of inspection?
Wouldn't that be nice to know?
Wouldn't that be nice to know?
Last night was successful.
2 more to go. I don't know who we're talking about.
Take Homer, is he not your lover?
What?
Tay had a bit too much first night punch. Had to be taken home.
Uh-oh.
Pace yourself or pay the price. He was always weak.
Coming from this guy. Oh, boy.
Did they remember the juice?
I like seeing like the agricultural worlds of the Outer Rim, you know? We always hear a lot about them, like the food producers for the rest of the galaxy. I don't think we've ever seen an extended view of them anyway. I mean, Tatooine that's water farming, and that's usually just for the population, if I remember correctly.
How many are there?
On the ground, she counted about 40. We don't know what they have in the air.
40.
Cassian.
He'll be here.
If he comes back into orbit, that's a bad thing. This nonsense. This is just utter. I love it. I love this story. Just nonsense. But this is like so realistic. This is like some shit that would happen.
Well, two look a bit moldy.
That's all that's left?
You voted to eat.
And you should have told us no.
How many snack pods?
Poor Cassian.
You know, they've gone very quiet over there.
Haven't you noticed? You're all clustered together.
How can it smell that bad that fast?
These guys are idiots. And he's dead. Oh, it was a poison.
I had uncovered a cabal of corrupt purchasing agents who were stealing Imperial supplies in 4 sectors.
This guy's the Imperial Hall Monitor.
There's a future here for those who dare.
Can we get more dramatic? We're in the accounting division of the Empire.
Once things calm down, we'll be okay.
Not if you've gone away.
But if we do, I'll come back.
These little slices of life, this is what I think makes the show so great. It makes Star Wars a living, breathing world. It's needed that. Again, not shitting on any other property at all. It's just that I think that Andor excels, even outside of Star Wars, to create a world that just looks like it exists. And characters that feel like you know them.
Where to next? I don't know. You have to ask the lieutenant.
I haven't met him yet.
You will. He's checking out the storage.
Oh boy.
So quiet out here. It's a simple life.
A nice Imperial? I'm not going to believe it yet.
I haven't seen it in a few years. We had a decent meal there last night.
Well, that's good. Thanks for sharing.
I'm only here for another couple of days. Maybe you'd like to join me.
Yeah, play this well.
I'm not sure my husband would approve.
Oh. Sorry to hear that. Does he worry about you?
Come on, dude.
We've just shut down all the comms. It's not up to me. It's a policy. We freeze the zone during an audit.
Oh.
Nice to meet you. See you along the way.
That was lucky. He was getting weird. Where are we now? This must be where we are with Mon Mothma.
Is Leda happy? Is this really what she wants?
Everything old is new again.
As if I needed another reason to stay away.
He's shot. I mean, dear God.
You were getting worried. We should be getting worried. About what?
1, 2, 3.
Oh my God, what are these idiots trying to... They're trying to point it.
Trying to put us down the barrel.
No.
But can they do that? They're trying.
They are not going to be able to do this.
If they're lucky, they'll make 5 meters by midnight. They will be close.
Oh boy. There's like no way out of this. Other than like complete eradication for one side or both sides. Oh boy.
Back. I just got here.
It was okay.
Look at this.
We can't cancel again.
We can't.
Cancel on who? Please don't say it's your mom. She's a hoot.
Sagrona Teema.
Costuming. Unreal. I like Luthen's like his Luthen wig that he wears.
This is sounding serious.
It wasn't then. Might not be now. I still have several things pending. It's just I have concerns.
About?
The foundation is up and running.
Yeah.
Your financial blemishes have been smoothed over without anyone being the wiser. Davos Skulden obviously has what he came for.
What about me?
Everyone seems quite pleased with how they've landed. And I'm left wondering about the risk I've taken on. Please say something.
What do you want?
The irony is, it's the rebellion that's hurt me most. Rebel activity soured my investments. You can see how I might feel undervalued.
It's all about money. We'll get you money, buddy.
How I wish you'd made this clear sooner.
Yeah, I should have. Perhaps I thought it was obvious. If I haven't, I'm sorry for that.
She's playing this really well. Not confrontational.
I hate having to say all this, Mom.
Oh. To an old friend? After all you've done for me, please.
She's fantastic.
Let's celebrate.
Indeed.
Ah, you feel better now? Good, because none of that's gonna happen. She's looking for Luthen. Yep. What's my guy's name? Tay, right? Tay needs to die.
We'll have to see what they do. Just get prepared.
Such a cool and realistic snafu for this group. Like, it just so happens they're busting out an audit. I'm sure they have their own purposes for it. I'm just saying that, you know, of course they get caught in it. She is awesome. Just to make all this stuff, you know? I mean, it looks like it works, everybody. Right? It looks like it works. It looks real. God, I love this show.
It's very troubling.
Yeah, it is.
We'll find a number.
Is there any chance he'd go to Skulden?
No, he wouldn't dare. He can't.
That's not true.
He can't leave this be. He must know that.
I will set a meeting on Coruscant with Tay next week. We will find a number.
Luthen says this is going to be taken care of now. We can't have somebody that could potentially has money problems is the easiest path towards flipping or selling people out, especially when you see opulence like this.
Sagrona!
It's like being smacked in the face with what you've given up or you believe you've given up for this cause.
It is my Chandrilan duty to greet you, Sagrona. To toast your health, Sagrona Teema.
Sagrona Teema.
Pain will find you. Trouble and disagreement will arrive without summons. There's no choice in this.
This guy's fantastic, too. I don't think I've ever seen him before, either.
Pleasure, gaiety, amusement, these are the hidden things. The music buried beneath all that noise. Joy! Joy. But joy has no wind at its back. Joy will not announce its arrival.
Yeah, read his face.
The memory of laughter and good company. The comfort of a fine meal.
Great speech.
For me right now, it's a smile that I can't hide as I see these two young people sharing our greatest tradition.
They look so happy.
Sagrona.
Sagrona Teema Shalom!
Awesome.
You'll starve before you get there!
This is insanity.
You can't live on these melons!
How's he know that? They've been sneaking. What is the plan?
Shut up!
You guys got to get rid of these two dudes. They're awful. Get rid of these two dudes, make up, put Cassian in charge. Such a cool set.
For Maya! For Maya! Let's go, let's go, let's go! Oi!
What?
Watch him, eyes open.
Oh, for God's sakes. The only thing everybody can agree on here is that the pilot needs not be killed. So stop with the pointing of the guns.
2, 3.
Very cool. Very cool.
Rasky rules.
What does that mean?
Total submission.
Pick your second.
Round. Step up.
So is it a duel or a fight? Oh my God, he's trying to startle everybody. Jesus.
Let your weapon fall.
1, 2, 3.
They're literally playing rock, scissors, paper.
Don't move or I'll kill you.
Yeah, Cassian's had enough of this shit. Now, how long does that guy stay quiet for own fear of death? Now remember, you guys were claiming some animals ate some shit.
It's not.
Well, there it was. Yeah, Cassian, use this. I don't have to tell you. You know exactly what to do. He's getting away. We've got bigger problems. Hey, what's up, bud? Yep. I don't think they can touch you if you just pull up the stairs. Yep. Thank God. Now, both of the leaders were killed, weren't they? Okay. Leaders. I thought he was going back. I thought he was going back to strafe the shit out of him. Was that it? Oh my God, that was quick. All right, everybody. We just finished watching Andor Season 2, Episode 2, Sagrona Teema. And the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everyone. We just finished Sagrona Teema. Thank God I had the pronunciation at least a little bit right. The second episode of the second season of Andor. Friends, I mean, they're just building off of this. I mean, for me, watching this, it's such a well-done, well-constructed tale, or re-entry, I think, into a tale that's, you know, it feels like it's been going on and we're just now kind of catching back up. That's the way I feel so far with Andor. You know, with 1 year later, the first episode, I felt like there was so much stuff going on and like somehow I was out of the loop and I missed a season or 8 of Andor, you know, and we're picking right back up to where we were. I don't feel lost or anything like that. I just feel like there has been so much story and so many tales and little episodes like this because, you know, like Andor or Cassian getting kind of like, you know, held up a little bit by this, you know, that warring group, this little like story that really he's not even going to tell anybody. You know, we've talked about that. Like he's not going to, whenever he relates what happened to him, he'll be like, yeah, I ran into some trouble with some like local militia. You know, and that's it, you know, but now we know this, I mean, this huge kind of event took place. And that's what I think's been happening over this last year. You know, and I think in a weird way, that's what Gilroy and crew, the creatives want us to think. This is a series, we're picking up on this. This isn't the first thing that's happened to Cassian since last we've seen him. This is the next link in a series of a chain of events that's been going on, that he's been doing these missions, running into problems, you know, figuring a way out because he's Cassian Andor. You know, really, really great shit. And I love the idea, and I kept saying, you know, this is just such nonsense, but my God, is it realistic? You know, he gets caught in the middle of this stuff. He has no control to like change the course. He has to bide his time and he has to wait. It's just so effing realistic, man, that this bullshit that gets in your way of normal life, let alone being in the rebellion, you know, where any type of hesitation or pause or delay could cost lives, you know, everything is tense, everything is razor's edge, everything is scheduled, you know what I mean? And it's unreal. Just think what Cassian not checking in Luthen. You know, everybody was like kind of thrown off their game a little bit. It's amazing stuff. And I think it's that like exploration of just the minute and second by second nature of the rebellion that I love so much. It's like being in there. Again, we talk about the tension that everything brings. At every level we have tension. Whether it's with Cassian, there's tension. Whether it's with Bix and crew, there's tension. Whether we're with Mon Mothma, there's tension. And it's a different type. You know, in many ways, I think Mon Mothma has the toughest job of anybody that we've experienced in this show. We just saw that in the last episode in 1 year later when she saw Luthen and we had that really long, beautiful shot of her moving through the estate. And every time she'd come across somebody, you know, she'd put on her smile. And then as soon as they were passed, it would drop again. To me, that is when I think of Mon Mothma from now on, that is what I will think of. That you are always on the stage and in the spotlight. Even when you don't think you are, there are always eyes watching. That's why whenever she talks, like to anybody, you know, to her sister, to Luthen, to anybody, it is so dangerous, you know? And I love the subtle looks that they give, like where they're kind of, you know, they shouldn't like go up to Luthen and kind of look to see if there's anybody watching. But oh my God, it's a knee jerk. You know how deadly, how dire and terminal this situation is, that any and everybody can sell you out at a moment's notice. Which leads me to Tay. It was pretty evident in the last episode that Tay was pissed. Talked about bad business dealings and things like that. And that's usually just an overture for, I'm losing money on this deal. And, you know, if we went back and we ended our analysis or diagnosis of Tay at the end of season 1, we'd be like, great. Mon Mothma has a confidant, you know, somebody that, you know, she's known since her youth, somebody that has already helped her so much in establishing kind of like a supply line for her cash to make it to the rebels. You know, thank goodness she has somebody like Tay. And of course, as realism rears its ugly head and 1 year later, Tay realizes all this shit that I was doing because I love that woman is now biting me in the ass when it comes to just my general, you know, being able to live my life the way that I'm sure he's accustomed to living. Now we know that he's lost his way. Everything's falling apart and unraveling for him. And then he gets invited to this wedding, this what they say is like kind of like an ancestral callback to some of the old ceremonies that they used to do. And he gets to look around and see all of this wealth, all of this opulence, all of these things he does not or no longer has. And that is so intriguing to me because, again, it's a level of realism at every layer. We have just the absolute boobery that was going on with Cassian that he had to deal with, like, Jesus, what is going on with this? We have that. Then at Mon Mothma has this thing where it's ultimate betrayal. And the way that she played it was so expertly done, both by actor and character, you know, actor fueling the character's reaction, was so nuanced and so well done. Not once did her features betray like, holy shit, you're shaking me down. You're extorting me. Not once did she look like with a look of condemnation to him, like, you motherfucker, I can't believe you. Not once did she allow. She immediately fell into this, oh my God, look what I did. I didn't see the hurt that you were under. I wasn't sympathetic. I've been so blinded by these other things. I didn't see the plight of my dear friend. And it looks like he bought that shit hook, line, and sinker. You know, he was like, oh, well, you know, of course we'll work through. I'm glad to hear you say that. I hate to say these things out loud. I thought it was obvious, you know. And again, but to me, him saying, you know, kind of like qualifying his statement a little bit, like walking it back a little bit, the threat that he kind of, you know, that passive unspoken threat that he put out there, he walked it back a little bit like, oh, well, you know, I just thought it was obvious, you know. Again, it's a bit of a dig at her. Like, I thought if you were my friend, you would have seen that I'm becoming poor, you know. And, but again, it was just so well done on all, you know, the Tay's actor and Mon Mothma, they were all, it was such an exquisitely performed scene. And there, which bleeds into this, there is no way Luthen's going to let that slide. No way. That is a vulnerable area. That is an absolute missing piece of armor. You know, if you're a dragon, you've lost some scales at this particular spot. We can't have that. I know Luthen believes that we can't have that. And if this guy's kind of like, he already said, he almost admitted, my work is done. You know, your money is already in the foundation, is running smoothly. It's sheltered. It's all the rough edges have been smoothed out. You know, it's working. There's not going to be any more problems. You can have full access to your money. But now I'm effed. You know, as the rebellion continues to make its moves, I'm losing money. But the thing is, buddy, you should never lead with "I'm no longer necessary, but I'm pissed." Okay, so if that's the case, buddy, there's an easy way out for you, and that is via con Dios, as you die, and Luthen will have no problem having him killed. In fact, there's probably many ways that Luthen could play his death that would actually benefit everybody else involved, like the other members of the rebellion. Interesting stuff, but again, everything is tense. Everything is terminal. There's a lethal end and choice right around the corner. You just have to make sure that you're not making that one, that you're moving away from that. Incredibly great stuff. And then I'll end with this one, you know, more like almost like the common population, where we get a glimpse, like with Bix and all of her people, and we get to see exactly what's going on over there, you know, like how the farmers are being treated, how the laborers are being treated, how the common population, you know, the blue collar of the galaxy is being influenced and kind of interfered with by the Empire. Now, we didn't see anything that was overt with this group, you know, these Imperials that were there for the audit. They don't see, I mean, they made an arrest, they were told, you know, or several, if that's to be believed, but it doesn't seem like they're being, you know, like barbaric or like burning fields or anything like that, because I'm sure, I mean, the Empire needs this stuff, you know, they need this stuff. Going around and getting an audit is such a cool thing that could cause such a big problem, and there's really no question or rhyme, it's just bad luck. You know, and now again, we could learn later that they were, you know, engineered, they were looking for something or blah, blah, blah. But, you know, the fact that it's been 10 years, it just seems so organic, like just so like, I can't effing believe that they're doing this right now, but it's very believable that they're doing this right now. Absolutely great stuff. What do you all think? You know, again, I go on and on about how the world seems like it's living and breathing, but I would really like to know what everyone thinks about this, because it could just be me and I'm seeing things and kind of making things, you know, looking at it through rose-colored lenses, because I like the story and I like the creative team. But I'm really curious. I know that Andor Season 1 didn't necessarily jump out of the gate a hit, but over time I have seen, you know, many people consider it one of the better offerings of Star Wars. But what do you all think? Because you know, Season 1 is Season 1, but what about Season 2 so far? Are we feeling the same energy? Am I just looking at it again just because I'm a fan, you know, and I want to see what I want to see? To me, friends, it looks like it's just continuing this incredibly well-constructed, incredibly realistic, and engaging tale that I cannot wait to see the next leg of. Friends, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel, and it allows me to alert you next time it's time to return to Andor. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, stick with us on YouTube memberships. All of our episodes will arrive a day early, plus any bonus episodes we have. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye from Andor. So, as is our purview and our reward for being the Greek chorus that watches this show, and we provide a vital part of the storytelling process because it's our job to spread the word about this place, you know, to make sure that more people watch Andor and experience and enjoy the tale that we enjoy. But as a reward for being a part of the storytelling process, we get to say goodbye from somewhere inside the episode. And friends, I say that we say goodbye from the silence. From the silence of a field of grain and a small camp and a crackling fire and good company, but the tension and the Imperials are in the air. Do we use the silence, much like the Imperials said, it's quiet here, but do we use that quiet to reminisce about the past, to steel ourselves to the present, or to hope for the future? Friends, until such time as we can see that future unfold in future episodes, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you along the road.